Melissa. So you guys are actually moving in this week, right?
Yep, we're bringing our stuff over this weekend. Looking forward to living together.
Ugh, you're really going through with this, huh? Moving in with my brother and his wife. Just thinking about what that's going to be like makes me depressed.
Excuse me?
I was perfectly happy living here with Mom, just the two of us. Now the house is going to feel so cramped because of you two and your sad little paychecks. Ugh, if only my brother had gotten a real job.
Erica, what exactly do you mean by sad little paychecks?
Ugh, isn't it obvious? You're moving into my house because you can't afford to live on your own, right?
Excuse me?
I mean, who moves in with their mother-in-law these days? Something must be really wrong for you to agree to this, Melissa. Oh, wait, don't tell me it's even worse than just low pay. Did my brother finally get fired or something? He was always kind of useless, so honestly, it's possible.
That's completely wrong. Stop making up ridiculous reasons for why we're here.
Oh, then why?
Tyler told you, didn't he? We're moving in because we're worried about Claire. She just broke her ankle, remember? And as she gets older, there are more things to keep an eye on. That's why we decided to move in.
Oh, that was actually true. I figured that was just a cover story.
What?
Sure, we'll go with that. Anyway, if you're going to use that excuse, the least you can do is actually take care of Mom.
That attitude, where does it come from? If you would have been actually looking after Claire, we wouldn't even need to move in. That's the whole reason we're doing this.
Excuse me? Who decided that living at home means I have to take care of her? I work at a Fortune 500 company. I'm busy every single day. Unlike you two with your little salaries, I don't have time to play caregiver.
Even if you can't care for her, you could at least reduce her burden, couldn't you? Just handle your own things. Take care of yourself.
Huh?
Tyler's filled me in on what's been going on here. You've been dumping every chore on Claire this entire time. When she broke her ankle, you said both arms still work, so what's the problem? And kept piling on the housework.
It keeps her mind sharp, okay? Since she retired, she just sits at home all day. And if she uses the broken ankle as an excuse to stop moving, she'll go downhill cognitively. So it's good for her to stay active with housework.
That sounds very convincing, but you just don't want to do it yourself. Claire told me she wants to go out more and travel. But apparently, you keep saying, "What about my dinner?" whenever she tries to leave the house.
Oh, shut up! If she goes out, she'll just fall and break something again. And then I'm the one stuck dealing with the hospital paperwork. I'm a project leader at a major company. If I miss work, it costs the whole team.
Which is exactly why having us move in should be a relief for you. We can share the load of looking after Claire. From now on, we can all support each other as a family.
You two do whatever you want. I've always put my career first, and I always will. That's what it means to be a high achiever. If you want to fuss over Mom so badly, go ahead.
We're all living together, and you won't help even a little?
I told you, I'm busy. Fine, I'll tolerate your moving in, but stay out of my way.
And just to be clear, we're not touching your things, we're not asking for your help, and we're not going out of our way to bother you. All we ask is a little basic respect under the same roof.
Melissa! The fridge is completely empty. There's nothing in here. I just got home after pulling an all-nighter and I'm starving. What am I supposed to eat?
Welcome home, Erica. It's the end of the month, so I used up all the groceries yesterday. But I left last night's leftovers and some rice balls for you. They're in the kitchen covered with cling wrap.
Seriously? You expect me to eat leftovers? Don't be ridiculous. I've been working myself to the bone. The least you could do was have something decent waiting for me.
Last night's food was actually really good, for the record. If you don't want it, just go buy yourself something. You're an elite, right? You can afford to get whatever you want.
Are you kidding me? Why should I have to go out and buy food? That's your job. You should have something ready for me.
Excuse me?
You're honestly so useless as a housemate. You're living here on our goodwill. The least you can do is keep the fridge stocked.
Erica, listen carefully. I am not your personal chef. I am not your maid. Yes, we're living together, but I don't owe you a thing. There's a convenience store 2 blocks away. Use your own 2 legs.
How dare you talk to me like that? You barely contribute anything to this household financially. Can't even manage the housework properly. What exactly do you two actually do? Don't get smug just because you do a bit of caregiving for Mom.
Did you just call us deadbeats?
I got home earlier and your payslip was on the floor in the living room. You work all day and you're just a part-timer? And your monthly pay is only $1,000? That's genuinely embarrassing.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe I dropped that in there.
Acting all high and mighty. And you only make $1,000 a month. How pathetic. I make $5,000 a month, for your information.
Don't call someone's income pathetic. That's a disgusting thing to say.
Oh, sorry. I've just never seen a paycheck that small before. I couldn't help laughing.
What?
And if Melissa only makes that much, then my brother's probably the same, right? So you two really did move in because you're broke. Taking care of Mom is just an excuse.
I've told you over and over again, that is not why we're here. Tyler and I earn a perfectly decent living together. We moved in because we're worried about Claire. Full stop.
Then prove it. Pay proper rent if you're so financially stable.
Sorry?
I overheard Mom on the phone with one of her friends. She said they're living here, but they're not contributing to the household at all. She sounded really worn out saying it. Mom never complains, so for her to say something like that means it must be serious.
She said that?
Oh, so the deadbeat couple finally gets it. If you can't even do the housework, at least pay your way.
We pay $2,000 a month to this household.
What?
You didn't need to say anything. We were already contributing. Between Tyler and me, we put in $2,000 every month. On top of that, we do all the housework and care for Claire. And you want us to pay more?
Oh, please, $2,000? Don't lie. How do you pay $2,000 from a $1,000 paycheck? Did the deadbeats forget how math works?
That part-time job is a side gig. My main job brings in $7,000 a month. Add the side income, and I make around $8,000 a month.
What? $8,000 per month?
So, it turns out my income is higher than yours. I'm not going to say bigger paychecks make you better. That would be petty. But for someone who goes on and on about being an elite, I didn't expect to come out ahead.
What are you talking about? There is no way you earn more than me. I work at a Fortune 500 company. I'm a top performer.
Want proof? Here are mine and Tyler's pay slips. Tyler earns roughly the same as me. Between the two of us, with bonuses included, our combined annual household income is close to $200,000.
What?
And unlike you, we've never used work as an excuse to skip out on family responsibilities. We keep the house running and we take care of Claire. And we earn more.
That can't be real. If you were really making that much, you wouldn't need a second job.
The part-time bar job is a hobby. I'm in a managerial role, which means I'm at a desk all day doing paperwork. So on my days off, I bartend at a local place to move around and stay active.
A hobby? Working at a bar is a hobby? That makes zero sense.
I know, right? But I love it. You can be loud, you're on your feet, the staff meals are great, and they pay you for it. Honestly, it's the best.
Using work as a hobby? Are you insane? I genuinely don't understand you.
I get that. Though actually, a lot of people I know do something similar. Corporate managers, senior team leads. You'd be surprised. Turns out there are a lot of different kinds of elite out there.
Are you mocking me? Just because you earn a bit more than me doesn't mean you get to be smug.
I'm not being smug about anything. You had a completely wrong picture of my work situation. I was just correcting it.
Shut up! The point is, you have enough free time to take a second job. I'm nothing like you. I'm constantly busy, pulling all-nighters, working myself half to death. My work is so much more important than whatever you do with your spare time.
Important to whom, exactly? Because from where I'm standing, your important work hasn't once brought you home in time to share a meal with your mother. It hasn't driven her to a single appointment. It hasn't asked her how she slept. Importance is great, but it doesn't keep a family together.
Don't lecture me about family. I provide for myself. I don't ask anyone for anything. That's more than most people can say.
Providing for yourself and being present for your family are two completely different things, Erica. You've been under the same roof as your mother for years and somehow managed to be completely absent.
I don't have to listen to this from someone whose big career achievement is pouring drinks on the weekend.
Keep talking. You're doing great. Enough, Erica. That's enough. First money, now work hours. Competing over everything. Have you no shame? Why do you always need to compare yourself to others and come out on top? All you had to do was say, I misunderstood, I'm sorry. That's it.
Mom?
I am so embarrassed to be your mother right now. Standing here watching that, I wanted to disappear.
Mom, why are you here?
Melissa and I just got home together. Today was my checkup. She took time off work to come with me. And you're in here attacking her the moment she walks through the door. I am so ashamed, and I owe her a sincere apology.
What's so shameful about me? I've been smart my whole life, and now I'm a top performer at a major company.
Don't flatter yourself. You have been an embarrassing child since the day you were born.
What?
Yes, you were clever. Yes, your grades were excellent. But you flaunted it constantly and put everyone around you down. No matter how many times I corrected you, nothing changed. Do you know how humiliating that was for me as your mother?
But you always praised me growing up.
Of course I praised you when you deserved it, but I also corrected you many times and told you that you cannot treat people this way. But looking at you now, I don't think you remember a single one of those conversations.
That's...
And nothing changed when you became an adult. You lord your job and your salary over everyone, including your own brother, Tyler. And yet, you've never lifted a finger around this house. Whenever I've needed something, you've hidden behind your job and walked away.
That's not fair. I'm not hiding. I genuinely am that busy. You live with me. You know how much I work.
Yes, I do. That's why I stopped asking and gave up. But Tyler and Melissa, they worry about me. They cared. Having a daughter-in-law willing to move in and share the load in this day and age is remarkable. And you have made their lives miserable since day one.
Well...
Do you know what Melissa did last month? She noticed I mentioned offhand that I hadn't been to the garden center in 2 years. She took me on Saturday. We spent 3 hours there and had lunch after. I came home with a trunk full of flowers and planted every last one of them. That was the happiest afternoon I'd had in a very long time.
I didn't know you wanted to go to the garden center.
Because I stopped telling you things I wanted. Every time I did, there was always a reason it wasn't possible. Eventually, I just stopped asking.
Mom, I didn't realize.
If you want to look down on everyone so badly, then at the very minimum, contribute more to this household than they do. You've never paid a single cent in rent or household expenses, and you have the nerve to call Tyler and Melissa poor.
Well, why should I have to pay rent at my own childhood home? I'm not married. This is where I grew up.
You heard me on the phone saying I was frustrated about the household contributions. I was talking about you, Erica. You are a grown adult. You earn your own income. Even family members contribute when they live together. That's just how it works.
Wait, seriously?
I've told you this many, many times. And every time you said things like, why should I pay when I didn't have to as a kid? Or, you should be happy just to have me here. It's weird to charge your own child. You gave me excuse after excuse and never paid a thing. I can manage fine on my pension, so I let it go, but I've reached my limit now. I'm sorry, Erica. I need you to leave this house.
What?
I'm going to live with Tyler and Melissa from here on. I don't want to see you in this house anymore.
You can't be serious. You're throwing out your own daughter?
You don't contribute financially. You won't come to my medical appointments. You do nothing around the house. Tell me, what exactly is the benefit of continuing to live together?
The benefit? Mom, you can't think of your own family in terms of...
I love you, Erica. You are my daughter, and that will never change. But love does not mean I have to accept being treated as furniture in my own home. You have spent years walking past me without a word, eating my food and leaving the dishes, letting me handle your laundry like you were still 12 years old. All while telling everyone how exceptional you are. I am tired, Erica. Genuinely, deeply tired.
Then just tell me what you need me to do and I'll do it.
I have been telling you for years. You never listened. I'm done repeating myself. If your job is so important, move somewhere close to your office.
That's impossible. The area near my office is one of the most expensive parts of the city. Do you have any idea what the rent would be? My company doesn't offer housing subsidies either.
That's not my problem. Or is Erica, with all her bragging about her salary, actually unable to afford her own apartment?
That's not...
Surely not. You never shut up about how much you earn. In true form, she declared that an elite like me deserves an elite apartment and moved into a luxury high-rise downtown for her very first solo living experience. What she hadn't accounted for, the security deposit, first and last month's rent, and moving costs alone wiped out more than half her savings. With over half of her monthly salary now going to rent and utilities, there was nothing left for a housekeeper. Last anyone heard, Erica was living alone in her gleaming high-rise apartment, eating instant ramen for dinner every night.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.